Global controls will have to be imposed, and a world governing body will be created to enforce them. Crises precipitate change.
Secretly plotting your demise. I want to devise a virus.
Hello everyone, Darko 2012 here with Global Government News. Glad to be back making some videos here as our masters are giving us our daily spraying of barium and aluminum oxide along with different nanoparticles and silver iodides. It's a great day to be living in the New World Order, and we have propaganda pieces coming out left and right, and I'm going to try to cover another story, which is, you know, everybody's supposed to be turning their lights off for Earth Hour, which is a bunch of shit in my opinion. But we have this article along with another article that I'll be covering either on this video or in a totally separate video. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to roll with it here. But this is about nanotechnology. This is about nanorobots. And this is titled Nanotech Robots Deliver Gene Therapy Through Blood. And let me show you real quick. I just wanted to plug this article in here in case I don't get to it. Maybe I'll make it into a separate video, but it's very important because these articles are coming out around the same time. This is, regulated or not, nano foods coming to a store near you. And it's talking about having it in the peppers and salad dressings and ice creams. They're reportedly already in some foods already. And of course it's going to pass the FDA's approval, but you can see it right there. It's all about appearance, right? It's all about high definition and sharp appearance and HD, you know. So it looks good, it looks flavorful, and there's no fat or low fat, and texture looks rich, but in reality you're chewing little nanoparticles. And so the real point for covering these articles, or this article about nanotechnology and robots being delivered, you know, can deliver gene therapy through blood, is because these people are at the cutting edge of technology as far as nanotechnology goes, and they're putting it in with other chemicals and spraying it out of airplanes, and it's getting into our blood system, into our bodies. And they're like little transceivers. They transmit information, they receive information. And this is something that I'm getting closer and closer to as far as what the hell it is that these chemtrails really are. You know, it is weather modification, but there's also other aspects of it too. There's just many reasons for them spraying, and it's not just one particular reason. But what they need to do right now is they're talking about geoengineering the planet, which is very dangerous to the planet itself, and it's based off of fraudulent global warming anthropogenic theory. So we know that's all crap, that's all BS. And so what I'm getting at is you have the Director of Science and Technology calling for geoengineering the planet and spraying salts and whatnot into the atmosphere in order to lower the temperature. They're gonna keep trying to sell. They're gonna keep trying to sell these nanoparticles, because eventually they're gonna tell the public. They're gonna tell the sheeple, hey, yeah, we got this idea. We're gonna put nanoparticles into the sky, which they're already doing for military purposes to create an artificial ionosphere, and also for when it falls down to the ground, it gets into the food, it gets into your body, and it messes with DNA. So let's get into this story here. It says U.S. researchers have developed tiny nanoparticle robots that can travel through a patient's blood and into tumors, where they can deliver a therapy that turns off an important cancer gene. The finding, reported in the journal Nature on Sunday, offers early proof that a new treatment approach called RNA interference, or RNAi, might work in people. RNA stands for ribonucleic acid, a chemical messenger that is emerging as a key player in the disease process. Dozens of biotechnology and pharmaceutical companies, and this is, of course, the whole gang, including Alnylam. I never heard of them, but you got Merck, who has their own hit teams, and you got Pfizer, nice little eugenics companies, the vaccine makers, Novartis and Roche, are looking for ways to manipulate RNA to block genes that make disease-causing proteins involved in cancer, blindness, or AIDS. And of course, they don't give a shit about your health. They want you to stay. They have an invested interest to make sure that you are not healthy, right? Because then, if you are totally healthy, then you don't need these assholes anymore. They want you to not be healthy, because then you can come crawling to them for their little magic potion. Because they are like magicians, but they're also eugenicists. But getting the treatment to the right target in the body has presented a challenge. A team at the California Institute of Technology in Pasadena used nanotechnology, the science of really small objects, to create tiny polymer robots covered with a protein called transferrin that seek out a receptor molecule. He said this is the first study. We'll be able to go in there and show it's doing its mechanism of action, said the professor. So we're excited about it because there's a lot of skepticism whenever any new technology comes in, right? This is the scientific dictatorship, people. This is what Huxley and Orwell, that's what they were talking about. They're talking about how the feeble-minded public will be so dumb, or just the society are so dumb that they won't be able to comprehend what these people are talking about. And also they are the priesthood. They are the people, our rulers. And they're not really elected, and they just rule over us, and they do whatever they want to do. And as far as presenting whatever it is that they're going to bring onto us, which is going to either hurt us or enslave us more, they have to do it in such a way to where they are the experts, right? And so we're just we're not experts at anything. We're just normal people, average people. We don't have a lot of money. And so we have to just take their word for it because they're the experts. Well, you know what? I say fuck the experts. Screw them. I'm sick of hearing them. Their stupid crap about how they're here to save us. They don't give a shit about you or me or any of our fellow humans. So you take that expert crap and shove it. And I'm not angry because, this could be some... Well, I am angry, but I'm angry because this is a straight-up propaganda piece. I know what they're talking about here. They're just presenting to the people technology that exists, probably has existed for a while, but they're just rolling it out to the public so that they can accept it, right? So because he says all this stuff always meets skepticism, right? Whenever new technology comes in. But, no, that would be great if it would stop cancer. But I know that these people don't care about stopping cancer. And I know they don't care about making you healthier or allowing you to have a longer lifespan. So, and then when I read it at the bottom, it basically said that, well, yeah, actually, they said they found evidence, but they're just correlations, and they're not really. It says Davis cannot say whether the therapy helped shrink tumors in the patients, but one patient did get a second cycle of treatment. And so, nor could he say if there were any safety concerns. So they don't know if it's even safe, and they can't even really prove that it stops cancer. But they'll just throw this little tag up there, so then people are getting nanotech robots in their head and in their mind. But this is what I was talking about being used for military purposes. With aerosols and that. This is the website. It's www.asp.bnl. That's bnl.gov, and I'll post a link. And it's the Department of Energy's website. And this is where they're merging their atmospheric science program with the radiation measurement program. And they're just saying that they're doing measurements and that, but they're not just doing that. They're friggin'. It's my belief that they're actually spraying these aerosols in order to seed clouds. But when you get down to it, and you see this right here, the Atmospheric Science Program and the Atmospheric Radiation Measurement Program, which is ARM, have merged, right? ARM, let's check that out. And this is ARM's site, Climate Research Facility, Department of Energy, and of course it's being paid for by the Reinvestment Recovery Act, right? So that's where a lot of this money went towards, sort of spike traffic cameras and towards this nanoparticle technology. And then when you go down here, you see these companies. I'm going to roll this into a two-parter, guys, so just stick with me here. You got Oregon, Brookhaven Laboratory, Los Alamos, Oak Ridge, Pacific Northwest. So, and these are all the sites. I'm going to read what exactly these companies are doing. But look at how they go back. And that's where you get this, the Pacific Northwest National Laboratory. This is the same site. And then you have Brookhaven National Laboratory. ROG.N, and then PFE.N again. So please join me for part